Hi, this is Steve Rode, your Get Out of Debt guy from getoutofdebt.org. Moving forward, you'll hear more podcasts from me about a project I'm working on named Penny Stupid. You see, getting out of debt can be tackled with several different approaches. One is reducing what you owe, but another is increasing income to help pay down the debt. Experience has taught me that a combination of both usually is the winning hand. But making extra money is problematic when trying to do it through desperation rather than inspiration. So we aim to change that for you by showing you the way. My friend debt coach Damon Day and I are working together to find side hustles you can explore to help make an extra $500 to $2,000 a month with your own side business or side hustle. Look, we're not selling anything, so don't worry. The advice you will hear is unbiased. We're starting from scratch on the different side hustles so we can find the potholes and you can avoid them. As Damon once said, our side hustle is to try all the side hustles so you don't have to. When people are struggling with money and debt, I've found the stress of the debt often leads to inaction, fear, and desperation. Unfortunately, this fear and anxiety have left people easy targets for scammers and uncertain about what to do to make extra money. This is nothing new, and ever since I can remember, people have had work-from-home scams like envelope stuffing or many multi-level marketing schemes that have proven unsuccessful and collapsed, taking loads of their money with them. The best side hustle allows you to increase extra income without adding on time-consuming work. Time is the most precious asset we each have, so let's not waste it. If you'd like to discover more about this project, visit pennystupid.com and subscribe to our email updates. But you can stay tuned here, and more updates will be shared on future Get Out of Debt Guy podcasts. Oh, and you can also visit the project on Facebook if you're into that sort of thing. You can go to facebook.com/pennystupid. But today, here's the latest audio update from a pennystupid.com video we just published. I always wish you happiness, peace, and financial success because life is just too damn short to suffer in dark, damp, depressing debt if you don't have to. Until next time, this is Steve Rode, your Get Out of Debt guy from getoutofdebt.org, and oh yes, pennystupid.com. And now, the Penny Stupid Update. Hey, you're listening to Damon and Steve, or Steve and Damon, on the Penny Stupid podcast. And this time we're doing an update about our Walmart experience. So Damon, give us an update. What's happened?
So we've learned a hell of a lot, and we have not sold a hell of a lot. So that's it in a nutshell. Stay tuned.
We've made some sales, so that's good. But I really think one of the biggest updates is we were starting from scratch. We're newbies doing this. And so we're just trying to figure this out just like you would as we're getting going. And it is melting my brain. There is so much to try to figure out and learn. Damon, there are all sorts of videos out there on YouTube. I found a couple of gems, a couple of people that I really like, and I'll be sharing those in upcoming posts because I want to share it with everybody. But most of the stuff out there, it's impossible to get through. They're all teasers to sell you something. So I'm struggling.
Yeah. And she's right. We're brand new. Like I walked into Walmart without even the intention of buying anything. I had a little honey-do list that, a couple items that I went in, and I just found this massive clearance aisle all of a sudden in Walmart. And I downloaded the eBay app right there and was like, hey, I could try flipping some of this stuff. And then I got home, and before I knew it, I had $300 of stuff, and it was all over my wife's dining room table. I called Steve the next day and said, hey, I think we should try flipping stuff and see if we can make any money. So that's kind of how it started. But we haven't taken any courses. I mean, the most research we've done, well, up to that point, was we'd seen the ads and the videos like probably a lot of you have.
It's easy.
Yeah. And it's like, make $250,000 a year and just buy stuff. So yeah, we just went hog wild with it, and we're 30 days in. Steve's doing a lot more of the research because that's boring crap to me. And we're learning a lot, but so far, Steve, you mentioned we have sold a couple things. So we have.
Yes.
we've sold technically 2 different items. One was a Ford Bronco remote control car, but I sold that on Facebook Marketplace, local.
Yeah.
I did not sell that. What?
That's a great example, though, because once we did the research, if we had known then what we know now, you probably never would have bought the thing. Because what we found out was it was going to be a money loser if we sold it online.
Well, it was massive. It was a big remote control car, and it was going to cost, we were going to lose all our profit in shipping and Facebook fees, or Amazon fees.
Amazon fees. I mean, the damn thing weighed 8 pounds. So shipping was expensive. And that's one of the things that we've learned is try to keep your products small, try to keep them light, and stay away from electronics. So we learned a lot all on that one Bronco thing, and thank God you sold it in a parking lot on Facebook Marketplace. So
I have another one. I haven't sold the other one yet.
Okay. Yeah, but are you giving it away for Christmas, or are you going to
my kids are laying claim to like half my profit, man. It's like I get home with all this stuff and I want this, I want this. You know, we've got these South Park things that we just, sent over to Facebook. So that could be something. But the thing that we actually sold and made money on, Steve, you take that, because we actually, when I put everything on eBay, that was my original plan. I'm going to buy it on at Walmart, and I'm going to just list it on eBay. And I was very diligent. I had everything listed like the next night, or that night I got home. It was actually really easy to list things on eBay. You scan the barcode, and most of the stuff pre-populated everything with a picture of it, because it's brand new in package, a description and everything. So it was really quick, really easy. I thought, man, I'm going to be making a whole bunch of money. I ended up spending just under $300. It was like, what was it? I wrote it down here in this very few notes that I took for this recording. I wrote it down. My total was $299.16 of items that I bought. And I listed everything on eBay, and we just let it sit there for maybe a week, right? I think like that.
I think that describes the eBay experience so far. It's all just kind of sat there.
Yeah, and after a week, I'm getting deflated. Like, this sucks. How long is the Walmart return policy? And this stuff. And not only have I not sold a damn thing on eBay, not one thing, I set everything up as a buy now, and I set it up to accept offers. So people can even make offers if they don't like my price.
Not even doing that.
Haven't gotten a single offer on anything. And eBay shows you like how many people are watching it. Maybe I guess follow would be the right word, but they say watching. Like, basically, I see that I'm interested. Let me just save it and see how it goes. I have maybe 1 or 2 people watching 1 or 2 of the items, and some of the items have 0 views. Like, nobody's ever even seen them. So I'm sure maybe there's a trick to that to get eBay to show it to somebody, but I don't know how I can sell something if nobody's ever seen it. Maybe nobody's searching for it.
There are some tricks. Now, I've sold on eBay probably for 20 years. Yeah, probably 20 years. And I have been a registered Amazon seller for probably 5 years. And one of the tricks with eBay is you got to promote the listing. You got to pay to be at the top of the listing. And
it's eating my profit. I couldn't do it.
I know. But here's the thing. Here's what you learned immediately. I mean, you never should have promoted those things, because one of the first things that you learned was don't look for what people are selling them for, right? What's the magic place? Sold listings. Look at the solds.
Yeah, if you think you get excited when you look at the listings, it'll really deflate you when you look at the solds on a lot of these items. Like, I had one thing, I bought 6 of the same item. It was on clearance for $9, and it was a $27 He-Man toy, and I thought I was going to clean up. I bought them all, and then after I bought all that stuff, I learned how to check the sold section of eBay, and I saw there's guys that can't even sell them for 99 cents. They got an auction at 99 cents starting bid. And after 7 days, 0 freaking bids. Guy couldn't even get $1. So those are going to get returned. In fact, as part of the update, I bought 6 of those He-Man figures. I've already returned 3 to Walmart. And I'm I'm returning things in stages because I don't want to be that asshole that comes into Walmart with a full cart. I'm returning all this shit. So I'm just kind of dripping in. As I go to Walmart, I'll grab one or two more things that I haven't even had any views on and doesn't look like they were a good purchase. And I'm returning like 2 or 3 at a time.
Now, I fully intend to share with everybody exactly what the products are that we purchased, but I do not intend to share that until they all sell. We don't need any more competition on Amazon for things that we're listing until they're sold. But one of the things,
Steve, I don't think the 2 people that see this video are going to be a competition with us. I mean, it's not like this is getting out there.
Hey, I'm just stating what my policy is.
7 subscribers on YouTube, baby. 7. All right.
Well, hey, I don't need five competitors. I'm working hard to move this stuff.
Your wife,
we only have
my
one more
wife,
to sell.
Me and you. That's 4 of the subscribers, probably.
Probably. Wait till you see the list of email subscribers to the site. I think I subscribed you. Yeah, I subscribed you today.
You did, because I had to confirm that, and I went, "How did this happen?" Oh, Steve must have subscribed.
Yeah, I did it. So
I verified it, so we're good.
One of the things that we've learned. Well, thank God, and everybody should go to the site pennystupid.com, subscribe. You'll get instant updates when new posts come out. But what we learned was we found one of the products that landed in Damon's cart that night with his your what'd you call it? Your sketchy shit shopping trip. And
it's my very naive strategy of, time to do some sketchy shit. Yeah.
Yeah. We found one item that it was in the cart. He bought 2 of them, and it was small.
No,
it was,
I bought 4.
Oh, that's right. You bought 4 of them. We sent 2 in initially, added them to my Amazon Fulfillment by Amazon account to see if we could get them listed, sell them, make enough money, and generate some profit. You purchased it for, I think it was $19, right?
$19
each. $19. We sold the first 2, I think, for $53, $55, somewhere in there. And we made $11 profit after all the fees and shipping and everything else.
Each.
Yeah. So that was good. We had 2 that we sent in initially, and we have sent the last one that's available because I think one of them has already been claimed for the holidays or something.
My daughter claimed it, and she's my baby daughter. I got 2 older boys, and what daughter wants, daughter usually gets.
All right. So that one was moved out of inventory. But
right away,
the one
just taken off the shelf.
The one that we just sent is now listed on Amazon, available for sale, Prime, and it's there. So one of the things that we learned was you've got to pay attention to which warehouse items that you're sending are going, because the further from you that they go, the more expensive it is to ship it. And also that it can take a week or so after you ship it for it to get received by Amazon, processed by Amazon before it ever hits the website. So if you are impatient and you want to see results now, maybe Amazon FBA isn't for you. There are other avenues that are less successful.
Well, neither is eBay, because eBay's not sell right now either.
No, and Facebook Marketplace is, I mean, that can get a little sketchy sometimes, because you don't necessarily
shoot.
Yeah,
everybody wants your phone number and a special code. That's right. Scam, by the way. Scam. Don't do that.
It seems like everyone that has contacted you for the stuff that you've listed is a scam.
I mean, I've sold some things. But that Bronco truck was the only thing that I sold, from this experiment. But personal used items and stuff like that, I've actually had pretty good success on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Do you want people coming to your house though?
No, I do public meetup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've had a few people come to the house, but you just kind of got to go with your gut. But we kind of jumped ahead. So when we started this experiment, the whole plan was just flip everything on eBay. So when it became apparent that, okay, this is not looking good and depressing, Steve suggested, well, hey, I've got an old reseller account, right? Because you had to reactivate it, didn't you? For Amazon, he wasn't using it. He's like, let's just try it, because to get a reseller account on Amazon, Steve, you have to pay how much?
$39 a month.
It's $39 a month. So again, another expense. If you're just doing this stuff kind of on the side, you got to factor in all these other expenses. So he reactivated it. So far, we have not made enough to cover the $39 that he had to pay to reactivate it. And I'm pretty sure that $39 is about due again, right? Because it's been close to a month since we originally. So we've spent $80 just in Amazon, to be able to participate, to get a ticket to the show, and we've made 22. So not doing great yet, but we learned.
But I think this is a good example of the difference in our personalities. You might have initially just sent everything to Amazon and let's see if it sells.
Oh, and I lost my ass.
Yeah, and I've been the one that's been holding us back and going, okay, hold on a second. Let's figure out what's actually going to sell. And that has caused a delay in us getting stuff listed. But I'm only trying to get things there that are going to sell for a profit. And that's why I move a little bit slower than Damon does sometimes.
Well, you're older also, so there's that.
Well, there's that.
So Steve, tell everybody why you don't want to just send. What happens if you pay the money, you think you have a winner, you send it to Amazon FBA, and it doesn't sell? What happens?
Okay. So now you've got, depending on the size of the item, you could be charged different storage fees by Amazon. And if you're not careful and you let things just sit there, Amazon has a new policy that can be automatically triggered where they will either send you back stuff at your cost that hasn't moved. They will donate it to somebody else and you never get it back, or they will destroy it. So my point of view is I want to pay attention to my inventory. Bigger sellers use third-party inventory people to help them, where their stuff is all in the third party's warehouse and then it gets sent to Amazon as it needs to go. I'm trying to manage sending the inventory at the right times to sell on Amazon so that we don't end up with any of those storage fees. In fact, storage fees are due to go up next month, which is October, because getting close to the holiday season, Amazon just gets buried in people sending inventory in. It gets a little bit more expensive.
So if your calculations are off, or you overshoot, or you're overly optimistic on what you think it will sell for, and you send it into Amazon, you're committed. You're essentially committed to that deal. Whereas when you do something on eBay or Facebook Marketplace, especially if you buy it from a Walmart and you have they have a return policy, you can list it for free. And if it doesn't sell in 60, 90 days, you can take it back to Walmart and get your money back. Hey, no harm, no foul. I tried, didn't work out. The reason we just didn't ship everything to Walmart, like Steve pointed out, is we're committing to that.
Right.
Once we send it in there, good or bad, we have to take whatever happens. If it has to drop to sell the price or to sell, we take a hit, we take a loss, because Amazon makes their fees no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Any fees are going to come out of our profit. So it either needs to sell or we're going to lose money on that item, because by the time you send it to Amazon, there's no shot, even if you tell them to send it back, you've got no shot really at getting it back and then trying to return it to the store. So once you send it, you're committed to that. So there's definitely pros and cons to sending it in. But so far, that's the only success we've had is with Amazon FBA.
Okay, we've talked about the cons of Amazon. Let's talk about the pros. The pros are it's the largest or next to largest online marketplace in America. So you've got all the eyeballs that are there that are looking for everything, and those people that might be looking for a product similar to what you've got listed can land on it, and you can end up being in the buy now box, and somebody just clicks buy now. They're already a Prime member. They know it's going to arrive in a day or two, and boom, sale done. You don't have to invest anything else. You're paying for Amazon's marketing and their fulfillment and everything else. They're doing the shipping, and you're paying the fees for all of that stuff. But I have had to ship stuff in the past when I've made online sales of items, and you become tied to wherever in your house that you're shipping stuff from, right? You can't go away, or you're going to be penalized because you didn't ship it in 1 day or 2 days as required. Now you've got to get up every day and you got to box stuff together. UPS doesn't automatically come around. You have to pay for them to come pick stuff up unless you have a corporate account and you're paying money. The post office can come pick stuff up, but they have lost so much stuff that I have sent that I refuse to use the post office anymore. And it is complicated. So while we're paying fees at Amazon, we're getting some benefits out of it.
Yeah. I love Amazon, based on looking at eBay, like a Facebook Marketplace. If you're going to look at this as a business, and to me, and again, this is just early on here, so I've got a lot more to learn, but my biggest takeaways was, if you're going to do this, you need to be looking at, how do I do volume? Because most of these things, you're only making $5, $3, and some things you're going to lose money if you're wrong. I mean, this is a little bit of a guessing game, on some things. So, but with Amazon, it's super convenient. You need to do volume, and you need to have it as automated as possible.
Yes.
To make it, in my opinion, a viable thing to be able to do, because you can't just be spending hours and hours and hours a day, shopping for things, inventorying them at your house, listing them, having to sell. Like Steve said, you become a slave to that very quickly. And if you're only making a couple of bucks per item in many of these cases, you got to sell a shit ton of stuff in a year, to have a viable business there. So you really have to do volume, and you really have to automate it if you're planning on making this like a full-time gig that you can support a family on.
Here's something that you learned, Damon, through this process, is you learned that buy now box, what we call the buy box, doesn't always have the cheapest price, right? You didn't know that before. You go to an item and you just click buy now. But if you go down, there are other Amazon sellers that have a lower price. They're just not in the buy now box.
The biggest thing for me, the paradigm shift, as a consumer, I was always of the mindset, Amazon's going to be the cheapest. So whatever I see in the store, I'm going to go to Amazon and I'm going to buy it. And just in my mind, I don't know where it came from, but it was always like, if it's on Amazon, it's the cheapest. And now that we're on the other side, the backside of this coin from a seller standpoint, and we're seeing seeing these markups, it was just like, just blew my mind, basically, that it was like, holy shit, there is so much markup on a lot of these Amazon products that I feel like I've been getting ripped off all these years, because I just assumed that I was getting the lowest price, Like, tell them about that South Park thing that we just sent in.
Yeah, so you picked those up for $5 each, I think.
$5.
Yeah, and as of last week, the sale price on Amazon was about $70. Right now, we got some bastard that's undercut us and listing for $28.99. But as soon as his inventory goes, we'll be the next one up at $65.
Yeah, I have about 4 of these things, and they're just little cheap. I'm not going to explain exactly what they are, but they're not worth $70. I mean, they might be worth $5. I wouldn't even pay $28 for the thing. But, they were going to go back to the store. My oldest son wanted one of them, but they were going to go back to the store otherwise. And because they were not selling on eBay, no clicks, no nothing. And then I think I happened to randomly look on the app, the Amazon seller app that you showed me.
Yeah.
And I scanned it in, and somehow we missed it on the first scan, because initially we sat down when we decided to do those doll things with FBA.
Oh, but wait.
All the other stuff.
The first experience that we had trying to figure out what stuff was, just getting used to the Amazon app or trying to figure out pricing and all that was Comedy Central, because you were taking pictures of barcodes and sending them to me, and then I was scanning them with my phone and trying to find things. But now we've kind of upped our game a little bit. We're getting a little bit more professional.
Well, a little, because when we sold those doll things, Amazon snaked in another fee that we didn't even know about until after we sold it. And our profit was almost half of what I expected our profit to be because of that other, the referral fee. Tell them about that. That just showed up. We're like, where's the rest of our money, Amazon?
Well, you have Amazon fulfillment fees and Amazon referral fees. In some places, it shows total Amazon fees with those things together. But in other places, they're separate and you've got to pay attention. So we know it now. I'm sure everybody who starts selling stuff on Amazon has got some initial horror stories where they've lost money. But here is why it's important to ride with us as we figure this all out. Because if you look at only the videos and you buy courses and all that stuff, one of the things that you'll hear is you can't be successful on Amazon unless you're private labeling merchandise and you're buying large quantities and having it shipped to Amazon. And if you don't know what you're doing, you could buy 1,000 of something that's just going to be a dud. So our approach is, instead of having a lot of inventory at first, we're going to find deals and we're going to sell them and we're going to learn. We're going to pace ourselves so that we can be the most successful. In fact, yesterday I was working on that article for the first Walmart video, and in doing some research to show what it's like looking for pricing, I actually found some things at Walmart online that were pretty good deals. We're not going to break the bank. We're probably going to make like $5 each on 10 of them, and they're already on the way. So deals are there. There are so many lessons to be learned. And the biggest lesson I would want to share with you if you're brand new is just don't go out and rush to buy something that's a good deal, because if you want to sell it on Amazon, great marketplace, I recommend it. But there are a large number of categories that are restricted or gated, as they call them, and newbies can't sell in those categories. So you can end up buying a bunch of stuff that you can never sell on Amazon. So now, where are you going to sell it? eBay? Facebook? Next door? I mean, door to door?
So, Steve, the kids these days call it noobs.
Noobs?
They're not newbies anymore. They're
newbies?
noobs.
Oh, noobs.
Yeah, they're noobs.
The next generation will call them...
Dad, you're such a noob. I'm like, what the hell is a noob? So, no, anyway, so last night, Steve's looking at stuff online, and I get this text. He goes, you got to go to Walmart. The Walmart by your house has these Lilo and Stitch makeup kids things, and they're 3 cents. Go buy all you can. Like, what the? I've never seen a tag that said 3 cents at Walmart. So I spent 2 hours in Walmart, up and down every damn aisle. I went to toy section, makeup section, clearance section. I talked to 2 or 3 guys. I had the barcode on my phone. They'd scan it with their phone, and they'd say, yeah, it doesn't have a location. You just have to keep looking. After 2 hours, I couldn't find it, but it wasn't a total wasted trip because I got a whole bunch of stuff to start my new Lyft driving experience that was supposed to start today, but my damn background check hasn't come back yet. So,
well, hopefully it will come back soon, because I can't wait to start seeing those videos. You know, those Amazon things that we were looking for at Walmart, the 3 cents each. So using some of the online tools, I'm 90% confident that they're in the store, but Walmart is so
I'm 100%
big.
confident they're not in the damn store.
Well,
Steve,
they could be in the back.
Who's the most experienced Walmart person you know?
Well, you are. But when you
I know
search
everybody at that Walmart. I know everybody. They love
They
me.
know you by first name. But when you search Walmart for store availability, it specifically said your store. None in the other stores, only your store. So something in the system was triggering that. Who knows where they are?
And it is my store. My wife calls me the mayor of Walmart. She does. I'm there all the time. Every night, I'm there. I'm usually patrolling the hordes of teenagers, trying to help the old guys corral them out of there because they're so just disrespectful punk asses. I don't know what it is about that generation, but they come in like bands of 5 or 6, and they just start like throwing balls around in the aisles.
That's just obnoxious
just
kids.
Screwing off, but it's just like you want to just like kick them in the ass, you know?
Yep.
Like, get out of here. But you can't do anything. You just got to let them, just destroy whatever they're going to destroy until they finally leave.
So my next thing is I'm going to do some more searching. I'm going to look for your store. I'm going to look for stuff that's like $4 minimum. That might be on the clearance aisle.
What were those Lilo and Stitch things saying they would sell for on Amazon? The 3 cents if I could have found them.
Yeah. One of them was $21. One was $15 and one was $12.
What did you look at what our profit would be after expenses and all that, or did you get that far? You
Yeah, it was like
10
10, 7, and 5. It was something like that. But the biggest thing was, this was the first time that you had gone looking for a 3 cent item at Walmart that said it was available. And so, as I said to you yesterday, I think the biggest experiment here is, can you even find these things?
Yeah,
and the answer
I
is
literally
no.
spent 2 hours and I didn't find it. Now, I
Yeah.
had some other things I had to get, so it wasn't a total wasted trip. But and I looked at and I was digging. If Walmart security cameras were on me, I'm sure they were tracking me because my shopping made no sense. The patterns and the things I was doing in that store, I probably looked like a creeper. I was hanging out in the girls' doll section, back and forth with the cart,
With your phone.
Yeah, I had my phone. Yeah, they're probably. I'm sure security was zeroed in on me, going, "What's this old fat dude doing here in the girls section? He's
With
been
his
in there
phone
like
out.
an hour and a half." Yeah, he's going back and forth. He's not really buying anything. What's this guy doing in here? So.
All right.
That was my experience.
I think we updated all the Walmart stuff.
No, I got sidetracked like I often do, and I never
Squirrel.
finished the South Park story. Yeah.
Okay.
So we had these things. We thought they were total duds. They weren't selling. All of a sudden, boom, someone's selling them for $70 on Amazon. So I boxed up those 4. We sent them to Amazon, and we've been waiting, what 2 weeks now? We're
Yeah,
still
I don't
waiting
even-
for them to get listed.
Let me
By
check
Amazon.
right now. Amazon had them registered, in process, was shipping. I'm not sure that they've even received them yet.
Yeah, and this was 2 weeks ago I sent them in. So it does take a while. But this is why I say once you send them to Amazon, you're committed. So, I spent $20 buying those 4 little South Park things. We spent $5 or $6 mailing it to Amazon. So if they don't sell and I just tell Amazon to just get rid of them because I'm not going to keep paying storage fees, then I'm out $25. So, even if you get some profit on some things, if you were losing money on other things, it's just I would lose more money on those South Park items than we profited on those doll things. So,
Yeah, and here's the thing, that because there's a delay, if it says it's selling for $70, you want to get those things in and online right now.
Yeah.
Because in our case, somebody dropped the price to $28 during this whole shipping and processing phase.
they crossed the picket line. Bastards.
They're dead to me.
Scabs. So
All right.
I think does that give us all? Let me check my notes. Very, very long notes that talk about learning curve, lots of time. You'd have to do volume. That's all the notes I got.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Well, let's say goodbye for this update, and we'll do another one very soon. Damon, see ya.
Peace.